Hey Snippy, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Snippy, hey Snippy. Who called it, baby? Who called it? Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Or is it Bader? You say Bader, I say Bader. Will retire from the Supreme Court in January 2019. Speaking privately, a law clerk says the justice's cancer has come out of remission. Posted November the 9th. That is today. While the nation is preoccupied with the appointment of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to replace Justice Anthony Kennedy, it appears there will soon be another vacancy on the U.S. Supreme Court. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has had a recent occurrence of malignant melanoma, she has told her law clerks. Ginsburg was treated in 1999 for colon cancer and had surgery in 2009 for pancreatic cancer. She has told the Democratic members of the Senate about her medical condition, including ranking Democratic member of the Judiciary Committee, Dianne Feinstein. This explains in part the take no prisoners attitude of the Democrats during the Kavanaugh nomination, carefully orchestrating weak 37-year-old allegations against Kavanaugh by women he barely remembers knowing in high school and college. Kavanaugh is a player in this drama. He's in the wrong place at the wrong time. President Donald J. Trump will be replacing notorious RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the love child of the left, and so will remake the Supreme Court for a generation. The Democrats simply must win back the Senate in November 2018, progressives feel. Well, we saw what happened. That's not the case. Well, wait a minute. We're having a recount in Florida. Bill Nelson, Senate. Recount in Nevada. I think another senator. What? Oh. And I think Georgia, maybe another one. What is it? 53? We have 353 on the House. Well, you take away 53. That would give the Dems control of the Senate. Isn't that very interesting? This is from SM Observer, which is Santa Monica Observer, posting this. So this is interesting. I mean, it's a local paper there or online source there. smobserver.com is the actual site, but it's called the Santa Monica Observer. Quick look surprised. And I was talking with my buddy Steven, Crypto Karaoke. I was going to get lunch, so I was talking to him. He's like, "Oh man, did you just see Trump's speech?" No, what did he say? He said something about like, I won't forgive Obama for leaving me with this mess that I've got to now deal with, and I won't forgive Obama for this and that, and I also won't forgive Obama for, well, you're about to find out. I'll have to tell you about this a little bit later. So he sees what's going on. He sees that they're trying to take back the Senate with these false votes that are coming in. Again, criminal Broward County. The same lady in charge that was in 2016 or something. She destroyed the paper trail, basically, the ballots. Even though I think they had a court order not to destroy them or something, she lied and said there was no such thing, so she destroyed them. Nobody got in trouble. She's still in charge, by the way. I'm sure you've seen the video of the lady at night, a night ago, filming. What are all these people doing with this truck? Why are they driving their personal private vehicles? There's only one person per car, taking out voter, ballots, and what's going on here? And then you hear, "Excuse me, officer, is that what's happening?" He's like, "Yeah, it looks like it." I'm sure you saw that video. I mean, Marco Rubio was posting that one. So they're trying desperately. We've got to get that Senate, and we got to get it now. That's what the Democrats are trying to do. So Trump, as you saw earlier too, he tweeted. Let me actually find it and give you the exact tweet. Brenda Snipes is the one I'm talking about. The criminal destroyed the evidence. Thank you, Marco Rubio, for helping to expose the potential corruption going on with respect to election theft in Broward and Palm Beach counties. The world is now watching closely. In the 2016 election, I was winning by so much in Florida that Broward County, which was very late with vote tabulation and probably getting ready to do a number, couldn't do it because not enough people lived in Broward County for them to falsify a victory. Mayor Gillum conceded on election day, and now Broward County has put him back into play. Bill Nelson conceded election, now he's back into play. This is an embarrassment to our country and to democracy. Rick Scott was up by 50,000 votes on election day. Now they found many votes, and he's only up by 15,000. The Broward effect, as he calls it. How come they never find Republican votes? Good point. Jeff Flake doesn't want to protect the non-Senate confirmed special counsel. He wants to protect his future after being unelectable in Arizona for the crime of doing a terrible job. A weak and ineffective guy. As soon as Democrats sent their best election-stealing lawyer, Mark Elias, to Broward County, they miraculously started finding Democrat votes. Don't worry, Florida, I'm sending much better lawyers to expose the fraud. And before that, he said, oh, you mean they're just now finding votes in Florida and Georgia? But the election was on Tuesday. Let's blame the Russians and demand an immediate apology from President Putin. Same with Brian. He says Brian Kemp ran a great race in Georgia. He won. It's time to move on. Law enforcement, this is 17 hours ago. Law enforcement is looking into another big corruption scandal having to do with election fraud in #Broward in Palm Beach. Florida voted for Rick Scott. So I didn't see his speech, but Stephen told me about the whole, and I'll never forgive Obama for, well, you're about to find out. Now that is just interesting. Let me see something. I want to show you something, just to give you an idea. Hillary Clinton's Twitter page. 23.5 million followers. Trump's page, 25.5 million followers. He has twice as many followers. But you know, the election, he just barely squeaked it out. And the only reason he squeaked it out was because of the Electoral College, because, you know, physically counting people, that more people actually counted for Hillary. Well, it's funny. He's got twice as many people following him on Twitter than Hillary does. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Don't you think? So, can't wait to see what happens. I was telling Frank, I went and met Frank for lunch today. Even though I work from home, you know, let me go meet him for lunch today. I said, I am hoping that Veritas or one of these guys, somebody was in Broward County when this criminal activity with the votes was happening and has it on an undercover camera. Please, if there's a God and he loves me, loves us, give us something. Give us a video that absolutely destroys these people and throws them into prison for years upon years. I don't know that we'll get that lucky, but one can hope. Take care.